Cloudy Bay is an iconic wine producer from New Zealand, but can be very difficult to get hold of. So what we've done for you today is put together a list of Cloudy Bay alternatives. I'd like to start off by introducing you to Tin Pot Hut from New Zealand, from the Marlborough region, same region as Cloudy Bay. This is a wonderful new wine that we've had on the list. It's been actually on the Surfer Wine list since for about a year now. But the good thing about this is it's amazing value for money. You can get 3 bottles of this for the same price as a bottle of Cloudy Bay generally. The first thing you notice when you stick your nose into the glass is the unmistakable whiff of New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, and in particular those Sauvignon Blancs from the Marlborough region. Tinned asparagus, fresh peas, ripe gooseberries, it's all there. It comes flooding out of the glass. This is a wine that I think is absolutely brilliant value for money. Crisp while still being ripe fruit, very juicy. Again, those same ripe fruit flavours. I think a really lovely wine, excellent value for money. Tin Pot Hut Sauvignon Blanc. The next wine we have is a wine from Kim Crawford. Kim Crawford wines are very popular here at Surfer Wine, and this is the top of the tree. This is their best wine. This is Spitfire. So Spitfire's approaching Cloudy Bay in price. Still very good value. Has a slightly calmer nose, not quite as effusive as the Tin Pot Hut. Much more food friendly, I think. The trouble with some New Zealand Sauvignons is they can overwhelm food that you're having them with. This one still has the typical New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc aromas, but in a much quieter way, much more subdued, much more subtle. But again, fresh, clean, beautifully fruity, crisp, very good acidity, but with wonderfully ripe fruit as well, so you don't notice it as being too aggressive. Very good food wine. Spitfire from Kim Crawford. Kim Crawford also actually has what you might call an entry-level Sauvignon Blanc, although for a wine this good, I'm loath to call it entry-level. His regular Sauvignon Blanc is probably one of our top 2 or 3 selling Sauvignons on the Surfer wine list. So that's Kim Crawford's regular Sauvignon Blanc, making a very good partner to his Spitfire top of the range. The last wine I want to show you in this series of Sauvignon Blancs is from St Clair Vineyard, again in the Marlborough region. St Clair do make a vast array of Sauvignon Blancs, of which this is one. They start off with the 2 Atara Bay here as an entry level, and then progress up to their regular St Clair Sauvignon Blanc, which along with the Kim Crawford I just mentioned is one of our top selling Sauvignon Blancs here. And then they have the Pioneer Block range, which we're going to taste now. Above that, they also have the Warrow Reserve, which is almost held in as big esteem as Cloudy Bay, and we get a small allocation of that every year. So we're going to taste the Pioneer Block number 7. Pour some into the glass. And what you get with this is actually almost a blend of the first 2 wines in terms of aroma. You've on the one hand got the typical Marlborough New Zealand Sauvignon, tinned asparagus, fresh peas, but also you've got elements of passion fruit and tropical fruit and guava all on the nose. It's quite complicated. It makes it lean much more towards food and wine as opposed to just drinking by itself. And a taste of the wine, you get those same flavours come out in the palate. Guava, papaya, other tropical fruits. And then intermingled with ripe gooseberries, tinned asparagus. Lovely lick of acidity, but nothing too much. Just enough to keep the whole thing fresh. So that's the Cloudy Bay alternates from Surfer Wine. Thank you.